Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Thursday, June the 27th, 2024. Thursday, June the 27th. Ah, I was a little emotional, y'all. The little actress, Miss Triple Threat herself, she had my heart going. The tears, the emotion. Little Violet is something else. She was crying, telling her daddy, "You got to take me with you." And he told her the 100% truth, how he just fell completely downhill after her grandpa died, and he was drinking way too much, and it's just got out of control, and he has to get better. And she says, "Well, you need me look, I can help you stop drinking." And he looked at her and goes, "It doesn't work that way." I was thinking, that was the comment of a child, because if she could have helped him, he wouldn't be drinking right now, right? And he told her, yeah, he's got to go to a hospital. As soon as she said hospital, he goes, "No, not that kind of hospital. They're going to help the doctors and the team. They're going to help me stop drinking so I won't drink again." And she's like, "Oh, how long you going to be gone?" And he goes, 90 days. 90. Oh, she was like, 90 days? Like, that's the whole summer. And so, oh my goodness. And Brooklyn's crying, Chase is crying, I'm crying. I'm crying, right? But great scene. He did the right thing. He did not try to make it light of it. He didn't make it like it wasn't his fault. He just was very, very honest with his daughter. So I'm very, very happy about that. Anyway, so we'll see. We're going to see how they're going to write Finn out, because let's face it, the actor is not coming back. But here's the thing: is the actor Michael Easton gone, or are they getting rid of the character Finn? Because they could recast Finn. So we shall see. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, that was the main deal for me. Then we have Jason. He's taken Danny to a shop. It's too bad he didn't buy Brando's shop, right? But all he needed to do is a place to fix his motorcycle. So he didn't need a real big shop like Brando's. And he's teaching him how to work on motorcycles and the like, and Danny is so excited. Danny's ready for him to give him riding lessons. Now I can't remember that last time. Remember when Sam had him on the bridge? Did she teach Danny how to ride? I don't know. Or maybe he still was riding on the back of the motorcycle with her. And Jason says, "No, no, no. Look, we got to learn safety first. And part of safety is we have to learn how to take care of the machine." So he's teaching him, he taught him how to change the oil. It was a good father-son thing. And see, that's just perfect for Danny. I couldn't see Jake wanting to learn one thing about that, right? But that's up Danny's alley. So Sam gets home and she's talking about, okay, where are the kids? And Dante goes, "Well, Rocco, after his game, he's going to do a sleepover at his friend's house." I forget where he said Scout was. Scout was somewhere. And she goes, "Okay, well, let me go upstairs and check on Danny." And he goes, "Oh, well, that's the thing. Danny's not here." And she goes, "Wait a minute. What do you mean Danny's not here?" "Well, Jason came by. Danny was, wanted to take Danny to the gym, and Danny was ready to go. Or Danny wanted to go to the gym, one of the two, and Jason said he'll take him." And he goes, "So I thought you and Jason are on better terms, so I let him go." And she goes, "Well," like, she almost wanted to say, "Why didn't you call me first?" But she didn't, right? Because she goes, "Well, we're on better terms now, but how would you know?" And I'm thinking, she goes, "No, we were. But after what's happened, now she's back to not like hating Jason or, whatever. And he goes, well, what's happening? She told him, just matter of fact, oh, I found out what the FBI has on Jason. And Dante's like, wait, how did you find out? Oh, Spinelli hacked into the FBI database and there was an audio. He goes, oh my God, wait, wait, wait. You all committed a federal crime by tampering with FBI evidence? No, we couldn't tamper with it. They had it so that you couldn't alter or delete the file. And we just, we could just listen to it. So Spinelli made a copy. And Dante said, that is the same thing, Sam. You both can end up in federal prison. Do you want to be taken away from your children? He goes, and for years, I mean, decades. And so she looked, she goes, well, of course not. And he goes, that's exactly what can happen. Now, here's what we're going to do. Don't you? Who knows? Well, me and Spinelli, of course, and then Carly, and Dante's just looking. And he goes, don't you tell not one other person about this. And he goes, how did you get this access to this? And it told about what Kate's did, what Spinelli did, how they got it from Kate's. And he goes, when he puts it together, and he will put it together, Sam, because you and I are together. Yeah, well, he doesn't know that. He goes, you don't know what he knows. He says, you have to distance yourself from this whole thing. Don't do not one more thing in regards to this. Because he's kind of like, I can't help you. I can't protect you. He's not even really supposed to know this, right? Oh, she goes, well, okay. I mean, okay. He's just shaking his head, as he should. See, because she's making so light of the choices people made. And then people having to sacrifice themselves for other adults. She wants Dante to sacrifice himself. She made Spinelli sacrifice himself because he's the hacker, right? Got something in my eye, y'all. So anyway, I'm happy Dante came down on her like he did. And we have Carly talking to Diane. And she told Diane the whole story. And, because remember, Brenda said, get you an attorney and start developing a strategy now. So Diane was saying, how did you find out? And she goes, don't ask me to name the source. And in my mind, why wouldn't you name the source? Throw Sam under the bus with Sam and Spinelli. Because Diane is going to need to actually ultimately try to protect them too. Okay? So Diane didn't, but she told and Carly says, I took over. There's a recording of me taking over. And Diane is like, oh, and you took over because he goes, remember, Diane, when Sonny was gone? Nina's the only one that knew he wasn't dead. Cyrus Renault, remember what was happening with the drug overdosing and him trying to take over and all the crime? And Diane says, yeah, you know what? I do remember. You do remember that. Of course you remember that. Now, Diane didn't know what Carly did because she wasn't involved with that. They only call Diane when they need her to get them out of trouble. So she goes, I wanted to turn myself in. And Diana's like, right? And so she goes, but the person I talked to was telling me that the FBI is not going to get rid of that evidence, even though Jason is being, no, Diane says, are you being blackmailed? She says, no, but Jason is. And she goes, okay. And she goes, and that the evidence, they're not going to get rid of it. So Jason will never be up under their thumb. And Diane says, okay, listen, did you, because Cardi said somebody was wearing a wire. Diane said, did you do any activity as far as signing paperwork, as far as truly things that running the organization would do? And Cardi says, no, not really. I was, just holding the place. And so for Jason. And so Diane says, okay, is your signature on anything? She goes, I don't think so, but I don't know. And I'm thinking, Carly, God dog it, the recording, you blew up Cyrus's shipment in the harbor. Cyrus found out at that meeting. Come on now, that boat was not on autopilot. And so Diane says, look, she goes, but I got to help Jason. Diane says, in what universe does Jason Morgan need you to help him get out of trouble? And Carly just looked at Diane. And I thought, good question, Diane, because Jason doesn't need Carly to get him out of trouble. Jason is better at it, more equipped than she ever will be in her life. So Diane says, okay, here's what we're going to do. You come into a meeting saying you're in charge unless they have real activities that they could pin on you that you did while you were in charge. Look, they don't know she kidnapped Cyrus Renault's mother. I mean, Carly did a lot. She put that man in check. Carly was a good mob boss. She did a very good job, right? She says, they don't really have evidence on you. They have one recording that arguably the chain of command of that evidence could definitely have been broken. And we don't know, was that recording altered in any way before it was given to the FBI. So Diane says, okay, you know what? Let me get to work, which is what Diane does. She goes, for now, you don't do nothing. You don't talk to anybody about this. She said, because there's nothing you should do right now. The FBI has not charged you, Carly. So we're not going to initiate that, right? But Diane's like, but I will start to get her case together, which is good. I love Diane. Love her. Alexis is not as efficient. Alexis is doggone good, but Diane is better. Oh my goodness, I just love Diane. So then we have Dex and Josh. They talk, right? Boring. He shows up and can they get back to what they were? And they gonna take it slow, which we already knew. They're still looking at each other with puppy dog eyes, and Dex is looking like a little Boy Scout. Him switching from mob right hand to cop was a huge, how did that happen? And how did the police force let that happen? But okay, it happens in Port Charles. But if I have to be honest, to me, Dex is better on the force than working with Sonny. He was not a good mob person because he told Jocelyn way too much. And all she wanted to do was hear what was happening in Sonny's organization, and Dex would tell her each and so that I'm happy. He didn't fit. That was not a good fit for him. They were trying to make it a good fit when Jason was gone, you know, uh, from the show, but it wasn't a good fit. Who would have been a good fit, who they did not need to kill off, was Brando. Rest in peace, the actor. But he would have been a good right-hand man for Sonny. He had the skills, he had the demeanor. Unfortunately, his baby had passed, and so Sasha would have come, she would have gone along with it. She really would have. And Brando would have been much better at it. So anyway, that was that. I think that was it. There was absolutely, they just spent a lot of time with which I'm happy they did, with Finn and Violet. And then Diana Carly. So look, Jason brings Danny home. Walks back in the door, and Danny's all excited, and Sam's pretending, well, good. But she's still looking at Jason, and Jason is like, well, you know what? I'm going to get going. See you later, Danny. And I said, go ahead, Jason. Go ahead. Because Jason was by him coming by like that, he didn't know Sam was gone. So it's not like he came by because he knew Sam was gone and Dante was there. Jason was just coming by to get his son. And I'm happy he's stepping up like that. Like, you know what, Sam? You really gonna have to take some steps to keep me from Danny. And I'm gonna tell you, if she tries to blackmail him with that recording, how could she? Because guess what? The recording was already FBI's. Didn't belong to her. She's the one in trouble having it. She can't say, if you don't stop seeing Danny, I'm gonna expose Carly. Well, hello, dingbat. Carly's already exposed. Where'd you think you got that information from? So it really, she has nothing. She just had to know. And she told Dante, I had to know what they had over Jason, why he was gone for 2 years. And Dante looked at her, he goes, why? Well, because I needed to know. And he just looking at her like, so you're going to commit crimes to know? And now that you know, you mad. And what, see, I feel bad for Danny because when he finds out that his father was gone, chose to be gone, he chose Carly over him. You want to know what, everybody? Danny's not going to think that. Danny is going to think like Spinelli thought. Even though he doesn't know Carly and Jason's relationship, he's going to say, you did that for a friend? He's not going to say, you chose. Now, Jake would probably say that. Oh, so you chose somebody else over us, over me, over Danny. And then all Jason would have to say, and I would do the same thing for your mama. Non-issue. All Jason has to be is Jason, period. So that was it. Nothing else. Let's go to comment corner. I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. Let's see as far as I can go. We have, hang on for one quick second. Let me pull these comments up, everybody. We have P. Merle. P. Merle says, does anyone else have a problem with Sasha being the family chef and cleaning the stables? Yuck. Why do we need Lucky back? I can't imagine what his storyline would be. Sonny seems very calm right now. Really? I know. Like, ugh. I don't know what's happening with the man. He should really be gone. I mean, spiraled out of control. Angie says, I think Ava is right to fight for full custody of her daughter. I love Ava. I'm going to be on team Ava. Sonny, do not try to keep Avery from his mother. Okay, I don't absolutely positively not believe Ava Jerome should have full custody of her daughter. Not at all. But do I think Sonny should have full custody? Nope, not at all. Never should. It should be shared custody, period. Okay. P. Merrill says to Angie, oh, please. All Ava has to do is buy a house and keep her custody of Avery. It's not like she can't afford it, which is what Sonny said. You could go live in a hotel. It's not suitable for a child. She could buy a house tomorrow, period. A huge, Ava could buy an apartment. You know, remember, we had the apartment Nina has now was originally Ava's. Then Ava went to Spoon Island, let Nina have it. Then when Nina married Sonny, Ava went back to it. Come on now, when she sold Spoon Island. But that was Ava's apartment, not Nina's. Nina should be the one going to the Metro Court, and Ava taking her apartment back. It's got 2 bedrooms. She had 2 bedrooms for her and Avery. Let's see. And Karen says, yeah, it's funny. Stuff he's not spiraling out on. Now what happened? And Ava says, oh, yes, I have a problem with Sasha, the chef, that seems to be in the stables at all times. She and Cody are boring as heck. And Richard says, agreed. Yes, I'm getting tired of that. I myself am getting tired of that. Okay, because she's not whatever. That's just so that they have an excuse to keep her and Cody together, but come up with a better one. Her being the cook is not it. Ron says Morgan comes back in a dream. Would That would make Sonny realize his meds are off and the writers are playing a game with this soap. And then Karen says the writers suck. Richard says to Karen, facts. And Angie says, it is weird having Sasha out as a model and working as the Q cook. And instead, Blaze, who is, in my opinion, does not look anything like a model, replacing Sasha. Why? I know. And you notice they don't really show, Deception never even shows publicity pictures of Blaze because she's not a model. She's an entertainer. Angie says, Daily Recap Lady, do you think Michael Easton, aka Finn, has really left General Hospital? God, I hope not. I really love the actor. Hope he's just taking a vacation. I'm hoping this is that want to get the whole world buzzing. Him saying, I shot, well, no, his farewell to his fans on Instagram was a farewell, talking about his 10 years. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. He's out, but that don't mean the character Finn is out. Unless the clinic blows up and he was in it. Unfortunately, Michael Easton just did the best acting on General Hospital this last couple of weeks. I love him as John McBain on One Life to Live. They gave him a duller than dull storyline on General Hospital. I'm glad he decided to play along and get help because he was losing everything. Tracy is a smart woman. Hemming him in. She hemmed him in. I hope he stays 90 days. Sasha and Cody look better out. They are going down the boring trail. Yeah, they sure are. Hello, Daily Recap Lady. This is from Lucy. It's always a treat to hear you talking on what's brewing in Port Charles. Hope thank you for all you do, especially comment corner. Angie says, I think Anna is Maxie's godmother. She is. And then Angie says, who is Cameron's father? Wendy says, Elizabeth's best friend Emily, I think, was a Quartermain. Her boyfriend had a spare moment, and Liz forgot Emily was her friend. Next thing, she's pregnant. Liz, don't forget, nobody's her friend. Liz does everything Liz wants. Angie says to Wendy, thank you. I remember Emily Quartermain, I think, but you know what? You still didn't answer who was Cameron's father. Cameron's father was Xander. Now, Xander was not an original part of the Three Musketeers. I mean, the Four Musketeers. The Four Musketeers were Elizabeth, Nicholas, Lucky, and Emily. They were the Four Musketeers, but Xander was also a friend, which could have been Emily's boyfriend. Could be, but I just don't remember that part. But that does sound like that's something Elizabeth would do. Yes, I remember Emily Quartermain. This is Angie saying, I think Monica and Alan had adopted Emily. Yes, they did, but she was younger when they adopted her. Emily was with Nicholas Cassadine. I think she was Spencer's mom. Nope, not Spencer's mom. Spencer's mom was Courtney, Sonny's sister, Courtney. Courtney was married to Jax, having an affair with Nicholas, and got pregnant. I still don't know who Cameron's biological father was. I don't think Nicholas is Cam's dad. Nope, it was Xander. P. Merle says Cam's dad is Xander, or was Xander. Liz and Xander had sex to get away from their protective mates at the time. Oh, really? Liz was married to Sonny's twisted half-brother Rick. Oh, really? And Xander was getting over Emily, who had moved on with Nick. Cam was a bonus they hadn't planned on. Xander was killed in a shootout with the cops when he kidnapped Emily. And Patty said Xander. Well, you know what? I did not know that Liz did this while she was married to Rick, who, by the way, they need to bring back. Rick was a good villain, very smart and good villain. Wendy says, Ava the snake. Sonny should have known better. He may have adjusted his meds quietly. I don't think that would have been quiet. because he's acting like the light bulb came on in his head. That kid Geo is nosy. He's starting to ask a lot of questions at the wedding. Odd for a young guy. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if I like the way they're writing Geo. They need a, to me, yes, he's a talented musician, even on the soap, but he needs a little more something to him. Lashunta says, Anna is Maxie's godmother. Ava always threw a rock and hide her hands. Oh, I'm glad Finn is getting help. Tracy hugged Finn. She don't do emotions. I know, but she sure did. I miss Finn. I will miss Finn. Believe Ava talking about how violent Sunny is, but you were the lady of the house, right? Now can Carly take Diane? Wait, now can Carly now, when Carly took Donna, she said she was overreacting. That's true. Chrissy came through, but Alexis did say she did not want to be involved. Oh, Ava only paid Gio $100, and I wasn't happy about that when I heard you're gonna pay him $100 for the whole. That was just bribery. I mean, not bribery. That was just cheapskate. I bet Nina will be happy. I don't feel sorry for Sunny. He knows Ava, a snake. Remember, he wanted her to stay. Yes, he did. All right, everybody, that's it. That is it for Comment Corner. I will be back tomorrow with another daily recap of General Hospital.